Oh, good afternoon. 4 hours. It was 4 hours ago. I never quite know how that has happened. I've got this over my shoulder because tea towel accessories for today's noon. Got me snood on. Bit chilly. Got me snood on. The sun's coming out, but it's definitely cooler. Anyone in for a noon? Chaos is with you at 4, so it's a double whammy from me today. Still trying to get used to the wrong glasses with the blurrage on devices. I've got my driving glasses because I've left my other ones at base balcony. So I think I'm just going to get on with it. I'm just going to move smoothly into the moves. I've got a leg series. An upper body series and then another leg series. Take your pick from the moves, whichever you prefer. Have a sturdy chair. There's some chair rising, some standing up and sitting down involved today, if you would like. Bit of grippage, bit of pull, bit of push, all that stuff required of arms and legs in your daily life. So without further ado, there's a couple of minutes to go, but I think I'm just going to do it and go back to Stanley later life training in the wrong gear. I mean, I'm in civvies. I haven't got a work t-shirt with me. Noonday movement snack on Monday the something of October, the week that the clocks change. I'll start to remind myself of that now. All right, so I'm going to get into position. My external support today is going to be a bit of wallage going on here to the side or to the front of you, wherever you prefer. Couple of minutes of circulation boosting involves upright stand or more active sit. Choose your position for support. Start steady, stay steady on a rhythmical walk on the spot, rhythmical walk or march. I'm not sure it's a march really. We're aiming to keep the knees as low as you can and get as much movement as you can from your footage. Keep your uplift, remain in contact with the support that works for you, or you might be happy to go freely without it. Then start to add in the other bits, arms and legs together, or singles, or take a wider start and go slowly big. I can see some of you are arriving. I'm guessing it's the Patabot posse. I'm guessing it might be Super G, maybe Bolton's in there as well. I can't see, I'm guessing. Here are your seated prompts, coming back to hip width so that I can more comfortably change positions. Going for an extra slow return to sit. Extra slow, gives more muscle activity, gets stronger quicker. Here's your seated prompts for your cert boost. Active sit. Steady on a single, come together on a double, and or add in some diagonals as well, all with the aim of adding extra moves to your day, extra moving minutes. I've been relatively static this morning, working across 2 PCs, crowbar and a few extra moves and a few cuts of teas along the way. So movement snacks are one of my key movement interludes throughout the day. So I'm ready for this. What have I got on the radar today? All right, legs. I'm going to go with the leg set first. Some chair rises and some outer thigh. So you've got the up and down stuff and the side to side stuff. So whatever is your preferred level of chair rise. Forward in the chair, heels back and down. You may go for a jockey lift version. That jockey lift could then come slightly higher. Aim for a bit of push on the way up, so a bit of pace, a bit of speed on the way up will help. It's with a bit of oomph behind you. It's going to feel kind of easier in a leg strengthening, challenging kind of way. Maybe go for some repeats on that. Steady with a stand, get your balance on the top end, and then a little bit slower on the way down. So rather than seeing how many you can do, maybe see how controlled and slower it can become. Generally, slowness on the way down is going to give you a bigger strength outcome, shall we say. So power up, get your balance, slower on the way down, and you might want to crowbar in a few more of those. If you're not, for whatever reason, wanting to go all the way up, just go for a rise and a lower, or maybe some changes of leg position. So that could be 1 foot slightly forward. Heels are always in contact with the floor on these, and maybe it's a suggestion of a stand, but you don't. So you press through the feet, but don't quite go up. You'll still feel activity in the thigh muscles here, and of course you've got the lower legs working as well. All right, that's some chair rises. The most, arguably, one of the most functional activities in our day. Maintaining that ability to confidently chair rise might be important to you. That's some up and downies. Now we're going to go for some innies and outer, some outward moves. Tea towel at hand for this. I'll give you a seated and standing option. Here's your seated option. Feet together, knees together, and then from the top down, just have a grasp. We get some extra graspage there on the tea towel. Upright position, just kind of lock that off there. Give yourself a little bit of play. So allow some range of motion when you press the knees out there. Can you see? And then my grasp around the tea towel prevents it going any further, and take a pause. There's something about this that could make a significant difference. Before you go for the outie on the knee, part the feet a little bit there, and then press out. It's as if you're pressing the knees out over that ankle position, which is why you want to give yourself a bit of play, a bit of space to press. Press out, press out, press out. There you're pressing against an immovable object. Then have a pause and a rest. Maybe a few foot pedals. Go again. Feet together, knees together. Lock it off with a bit of extra length. Part the feet. Press wide. Press, press, press. Keep and maintain this upright position there. You'll feel the effort around the outer thighs. That's really the aim. Trying to get some extra muscle activity around all these muscles that support, protect, and move the hips. Other options in sit on this. More of a mobility option. You might want to rehearse your sideways steps. Keep the knees low, push up through the feet, and then replace. So you may want to also add some sideways moves, but not too wide. It's only so far you can practically go in a sit position. Aiming to have the knees forward of the hips, look, and always have the knee directly over the ankles. All right, some army ones then. Sit or stand for this. You can be in sit or stand. I'm going to come up to stand to get a better view. Have a tea towel to hand. Before that, just take maybe a few rehearsals of the movement we're about to do. Tuck the elbows in. Keep your hands just under belly button height. Go for a squeeze. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades together, getting them ready for the addition of the tea towel, which is going to add muscle activity. Palm up position, kind of there-ish. Give yourself a firm grip, maybe a few tugs. Keep the resistance, and then repeat the movement you've just done, and then pause back again. If I turn sideways here, so a bit of a tug, outward tension, maintain the tension, not maximal, not 100%, just a bit of, make the tea towel taut. Keep the tautness there, and then coming back. So this feeling of pressing the chest forward, it's very similar to a chest stretch position. But have you got some extra squeezage there, here in your shoulder blades? Outwards with the tension, draw back, squeeze, 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 release and relax. So have a switch off after every one. Now you can generate that feeling of effort without the tea towel just by maintaining an extra squeeze. Now this, of course, these types of movements will be progressed more in a more structured way if you attend structured exercise sessions. Here in the movement snack, we just really focus on the act of the actions of moving, and it's how we then take these movements into more structured programs to get even more benefits. So we're just giving you a snippet, a sample of what these types of movements might go on to look and feel like if maybe you are already attending structured exercise sessions, or maybe you're thinking about it. Movement snacks might be a good starting point in getting yourself ready, moving more in preparation for more progressive exercise. Very rarely you hear me mention the exercise words so much on the movement snack, and it's because I'm relating the journey of moving more frequently, more moving here in the movement snacks, with a view to moving on to progressing on to more structured programs, maybe in your communities. All right, so that was your upper back movements. It was a movement to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your shoulder blades. Let's do a back of arm now. Back of army ones. I'll take this in stand so you can get a better view. Long end of the tea towel, hand on top. So the moving arm is the bottom one, or the one that we're mainly targeting. And as you press the arm down straight and back, creating tension on the back of the arm, and the tea towel can add to the tension, like a good thriller. So a reliable grasp on the top end, tuck the elbow in, and here we're going to bend it up and then resist it to squeeze down. So bend it up without resistance, so you've got a bent arm here, and then press down with resistance. There. Back of arm, you've got a grip here in this hand, you'll feel this in your forearms as well. It's up to you how much resistance you add to change arms. There we go. No resistance to get into position, and then press down, squeeze. No resistance to get into position, and then the top hand is pulling up as you resist, resist. There. This is the same in sit, but it does depend, of course, what the arms, maybe the arms of the chair might be, help or hinder that movement. Pressing down, and you need this for all of your pushing activities in your day. A classic one is bed, pushing out of bed into position, pushing out of the bath, pushing off of the floor, all that kind of stuff. Okay, I've got another double for you. I've got ankle swipes and a Zorro step. Here's your ankle swipes. In seated, have the feet slightly forward of the knees for this one. So when we do a chair rise, we bring the feet back. For this one, step them slightly forward. Just put your hand in between your knees to kind of cause a fixed position for knees. And then sweep out and up, sweep in and up. Sweep out and up, and in and up. If I just change the angle on this, if I bring you to here, it's a subtle but significant one, this. Have a view of my feet. Little toes are sweeping out and up. So it's going out and up this way, as if you're pulling up towards the sides. There, in and up, out and up. This is your innies and your outies, and you need those for walking on slopes and uneven surfaces. You could do this in stand. If you do it in stand, because you want to make the most of your standing time, single leg I would suggest might be the option. So take up support, take a step forward, this one leg, and then you can practice your innies in your outies on one leg. But keep the knee still. Can you see there? Knee not moving. Sweep out, sweep in. Change sides. Use support if you know that's best for you. Sweep out, sweep in. Final one in stand. Playing around with your sideways stepping. So. There's a side step, control here, back to base, and then a Zorro step here. The difference being what happens at the hip. Reach for the floor with the ball of foot. Hips are square, or this one is going to turn out. So your hip is moving. One of them is here, one of them is here. So it's a sideways step using the outside of the muscles there, and then it's a sideways step using the front of the muscles there. So just play around with the differences in the foot placement. Ball of foot out to the side, lower the heel back to base, anchor this leg, turn there, heel, and now the knee follows there. So in this position, you'll feel lots of activity, I was going to say loads then, around the hips. Can you feel the difference between a Zorro step, stepping forwards with the hip muscles, or stepping to the sides with the hip muscles? Recap. Here is the recap from the top. First two were sit to stands and outer thighs. Sit to stands or variations of jockey lifts if you prefer. And the outer thigh was with the tea towel. There. Then we had an upper body series of upper back with a tension on and a squeeze, a couple of those. Pause in between each one. Release the grip in each one, maintaining normal breathing. Then we had the back of arm movement, pressing down, and then we had the ankle swooshes, innies and outies, plus and or the practice for sideways stepping to the side with the ball of the foot, or Zorro step. All right, that's it, that's your noon. All going well, if Chaos has arrived in Ireland, as suggested, she will be with you for the 4 p.m. New names on the screen. Good afternoon. If you are a new person to movement snacking, just any of those, one or more. The idea is to just break up long periods of being less active, adding in more standing time if that's right for you, always picking and choosing which of the moves you think can best support your daily life. That's it. Great snack. Thank you, Gillian with a G. Knees not working well today for sit to stands. You know, more rests. Quality over quantity, especially when it comes to a sit to stand. So even if you break them up throughout the day, one stop, another one in 30 minutes, stop, just lots of opportunities to crowbar them in, rather than doing everything at the same time if that's not right for you. Kels will see you at 4. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know, at 4 I think. I'm all over the place this week because Kels's schedule is a bit compromised. So I may well see you at 8 o'clock again, who knows. Have a good day folks, bye for now.